I'm the Highway Commissioner for Fremont Township. Today is a momentous occasion as we celebrate the completion of the Sylvan Lake Dam, a project that spanned 18 years and will likely be the largest undertaking by the Township Highway Department. Thank you for coming this morning to help me say thank you to a number of individuals and organizations that made this possible. I'm going to go in chronological order, starting with Pat Black and Joy Corona, Black Engineering. They've been involved with this project since 2007. They navigated the seemingly endless hoops in place for building new dams and designed an attractive, resilient structure that adds value and beauty to the wonderful community of Sylvan Lake. Also, thank you to Township Supervisor Diane O'Kelly and the Fremont Township Board. After we had the plan in place with Black Engineering, there became this question of how do we fund this? And so they helped me strategize and brainstorm while feeling stuck with a project that badly needed done, but we couldn't afford. And then came Congresswoman Underwood with the community project funding. Yay! I am so honored that she's able to join us today. Sylvan Lake, if you can remember the backside of the dam, how treacherous it was. There was in July 2021, she risked life and limb to go to the bottom of the dam and look up at the condition so she could fully assess it and realize how badly that this project needed done. She heard our plight and decided to nominate our project for the community project funding, a program that was passed by Congress in July of 2022. So her support for our project brought it out of the planning phase and into reality. We couldn't have done it without you, so thank you. So now we had this amazing opportunity, and well, even just the process for applying for the grant, and I'm reading all this stuff that I'm like, I don't know how to answer this, and all the lingo that it needs to have in order to pass, and came Lake County Stormwater Management and Sharon Osterby. So she was well versed in grant management and project management, and they played a very critical role in getting this done. So thank you both, Lake County and Sharon. I would have pulled my hair out getting through those hoops. Yeah. And then, of course, FEMA and Illinois Emergency Management. Thank you so much for supporting our project and for funding it. Obviously, it wouldn't be here without you. So there are a lot of other partners too, because they didn't cover the full amount. So thank you to Sylvan Lake, both for your financial contribution to the project and your patience during the construction phase. Your friendly, cooperative spirit merely made it a pleasure to spend the summer out here. And, all of the contractors and the workers here noticed, and how wonderful it was to work with you. So thank you for that. And thank you for Dan Trahan. He was very helpful in facilitating communication and being very responsive and reasonable through the whole process. So I appreciate working with you and you being a partner with us. Maybe another less known partner in this was the Lake County Public Works. Their sanitary sewer was exposed in a vulnerable condition, and so they helped with the funding for reconstructing and the installation of the sanitary sewer. So maybe you didn't know that, but thank you, Lake County Public Works. V3, we couldn't have asked for a better contractor for the project. Our project had so many components, made it very challenging. There's a very tight working space there, different phases that had to happen just so. A lot of different subcontractors, hard deadlines, as you know, and V3 managed it efficiently, professionally, with a slew of friendly, good people. So I'm so grateful that V3 was our contractor. So thank you, Mike. And I also just want to mention my Fremont Township employees and crew, because they work tirelessly, hustling behind the scene to make things work and look seamlessly and keep our roads safe. So thank you. So with that, I'm gonna pass it on to Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky. So while she wasn't here at the beginning, like through the process of getting the funding for the event, the redistricting happened, and so she has been an amazing support since then. We're so grateful for, I believe it's 27 years that she has been representing the community at large. So thank you, Jan, for what you've done. There you are. Let's watch.
Congratulations. Really. I'm so happy to be here on such a beautiful, beautiful site. I was going to say beautiful day, but it is, because we're all out here enjoying the weather. So I'm here having done virtually nothing, because Lauren Underwood is the one who got the money through the taxpayer, when we were able to give some money to our communities. But I have been so happy ever since to win that and win this amazing, beautiful place. So thank you for having me here. I just wanted to thank you also for your friendship. Some of you may know that after I first came to Congress in 1999, and I thought that was kind of long enough, and I am not going to run for re-election in the next election. So far there are 11 people who have signed up that they would like to be in your neck of the woods and would like to be Congress people for you. But it's been a wonderful, great opportunity for me, and just being with all of you, it's been so warm and so wonderful. I'll still be here for about a year and a half, and I hope that I'll be able to have an invitation to come out here some more, and to be with you, and even to hear some of the things that you're concerned about that I can pass on to those who aspire to be your congressperson. But Lauren did a heck of a job. It's been a tough season for getting money for communities. But what that proves is the agreement between state, between the government, and between the communities that we need so much. And I'm hoping that there will continue to be more of that, the community and government support that really helped make this a reality. So I'm just thrilled to be here. I see friends like Maura, where are you, Maura, who are here, and lots of people who I have known and been so privileged to be a friend with. So I'm going to continue as long as I am in Congress, working with you. This is a tremendous achievement. This is so great. And all of the community people who made sure that this was going to happen. Congratulations to all of you who fought so hard, who worked so hard, who were ready to do what needed to be done to make this happen and safe. And so I know that even until it was done, you had a lot of challenges that you wanted to make sure did not take bad things away from the community. So congratulations for all the work that you've done. I certainly want to also thank Commissioner, our commissioner, Alicia, where are you? Who's just been so amazing. such a partner to me in so many different ways, not just this actual situation. And I'm looking forward to continuing to work with the commissioner and all that she does. So with that, let me pass it on to whomever's next. I'm assuming maybe. Okay. I want to, and I definitely want to thank your congressman of the last session that really made this a reality. So thank you. Mwah.
And with that, we'd like to welcome Congresswoman Underwood.
Well, good morning, everybody. I am so delighted to be back here at Sylvan Lake on a gorgeous day, and I'm grateful that so many of you came out for this celebration. I'm Lauren Underwood, and I'm really honored to represent the 14th Congressional District in Congress, and I'm proud to be here with so many partners and friends from Fremont Township, Lake County, and the Sylvan Lake community to celebrate the ribbon cutting of the Sylvan Lake Dam modification project. I mean, Congresswoman Schakowsky mentioned it. It's been so difficult to be able to actually, once we secure the money, to actually get it here. And then once you have the money, to complete the projects on time and on budget. And it's just been extraordinary to see this project be completed. And I know that it's just because of the hard work and partnership and focus and expertise of the folks represented here today. So thank you for dedicating yourselves to this incredibly important project, because we know the real worry and fear that a dam failure would have occurred for this gorgeous area. We've had record flooding, we've had accelerating erosion damage, and a dam failure would have been really detrimental to public health and safety for this community, in addition to property damage. Hundreds of families here in the Sylvan Lake community would have been impacted. So I wasn't going to let that happen. And as you know, I was the representative for this area for a few years, and we had an opportunity through an initiative called Community Project Funding. And so I advocated for $1.3 million to support this dam project. And projects like this one aren't just about public safety. You know, these kinds of projects are really an investment in families and businesses, our economy, and our future, and they're an investment that pay off. So really a heartfelt thank you to all of your elected officials from Fremont Township, the great staff that are here, the elected officials from Lake County and your great staff, and of course the Sylvan Lake community advocates who are fierce and who've worked tirelessly to make this project a reality. I do remember heading down along that rocky course, kind of underneath the bridge, and they were like, okay, we can stop. I'm like, no, I want to see the whole thing. And so we went down there, and we have it on video, and so we might refresh ourselves of that wonderful field trip when we do the edit to show the before and after. But to view the dam, I was really grateful to be able to actually see what we were going to be doing. So often our government projects are theoretical. This is tangible. You can tangibly see the impact on the community. You can tangibly see the product that we've installed. And I'm grateful for the chance to celebrate with all of you today. Take good care, everybody. And I am really delighted to be able to introduce your next speaker, your great county board chairman, Sandy Hart. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I am so happy to be here today for this great project. And thank you so much for joining us, because it really is a monumental effort that took so many people working together, as Alicia had pointed out. I'm really happy to be here with Congresswoman Schakowsky and Congresswoman Underwood, members of the Lake County Board, Alicia Dodd, and our Stormwater Management Commission team to mark the completion of this important infrastructure improvement project. We all know, because we live here in Lake County, how susceptible our county is to flooding, right? We have so many inland lakes, and that's why we, as a county board, have been making significant investments into stormwater improvement to protect all of our communities, protect our livelihoods, our businesses, and our homes. And this is just one example of really great projects that are taking place across Lake County. This 100-year-old dam has been updated, reconstructed, and strengthened to make sure that it can better withstand future storm events. I know we've had many thank yous, but I also want to thank the Illinois Emergency Management Agency, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, for providing the grant funding to complete this project, which would not have been possible without the strong advocacy from Congresswoman Underwood. And I really want to give a shout out to all of the residents in this area who really, as you said, they're fierce, right? So think about the size of a congressional district, right? Think about all the projects that need to be done. And it was because people here took the time to say, hey, this really matters. This is really important. Come and check this out. See what needs to be done and see what needs to be saved. I think that made all the difference, right? Because there's so many competing projects, and not just at the congressional level, but also at the state and the county level, right? The county is looking at all of the things that need to be done. And because of your advocacy and for the work of Jessica Volitzik, who brought these projects forward and said these are important, and stormwater management, who looked at everything and said, look, this one really rises to the top. It needs to happen. And it would not have happened without really the work starting right here in this community. So thank you so much. Thank you especially to Alicia Dodd and her team, who were really on the ground and getting this work done. It could not have happened without you. And now it's my pleasure to invite Lake County Board Member Jessica Volitzik, who is also our Forest Preserve President. Thank you.
Not as tall as Sandy. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out today to celebrate the completion of the dam. I'm really excited to be here. As everyone has mentioned so far, it's been such a monumental effort. And there are some thank yous further down in my remarks, but I just have to, I probably shouldn't play favorites, but really over the course of this, from a bit off to the side, watching this project go through all of the stages that it's gone through, I have to say the heroes of this are the people of this community and Alicia Dodd. And I really just want to thank you all for your advocacy, for your work, and for putting all the pieces together. Stormwater Management Commission, we are so lucky in Lake County to have them. They are experts in their fields. They do their job well, and they are fierce advocates for stormwater management. But just this sort of, not unsung, because we've all been singing your praises, but I really just wanted to special call out Alicia and the members of this community. We are truly fortunate to have so many beautiful lakes and waterways in this community of Lake County, and particularly this southwest corner of the county. It's our duty to protect and preserve these lakes and waterways, not just for our enjoyment, but because it matters to the environment and it matters to our quality of life. And being proactive is critical. So instead of waiting for disaster to happen, the Stormwater Management Commission recognized the risks early on and took action to prevent harm. The beautiful lakefront community can now fully enjoy the area with peace of mind, knowing that the improved infrastructure ensures the safety of the dam and the cleanliness of the water. Protecting these resources is a shared responsibility, as has been evident today with all the people who had to work to make this happen. It's really a testament to different levels of government working together and working with residents. So I really do, I know I did call out some favorites earlier, but I really want to thank the Stormwater Management Commission for their foresight and their dedication to making sure that this project happened. And thank you to Fremont Township for being a wonderful partner, and the community for your support. I would like to now introduce Lake County Board Member Mara Altenberg.
Thank you, Jessica. So, hi, thank you for having me today. As chair of the county's Planning, Building, Zoning, and Environment Committee, I have the privilege of seeing how our projects contribute to protecting and enhancing Lake County's natural resources. This project at Sylvan Lake Dam is a perfect example of that. As you've heard today, reconstruction of the dam was essential to restore its structural integrity since it had passed its 100-year birthday. Relocating the sanitary sewer that were previously above ground and exposed and water lines underground was equally critical to protecting public health, safety, and the environment. These improvements significantly reduce the risk of contamination, helping ensure clean, safe water for residents, wildlife, and recreational use. This project wasn't just an infrastructure upgrade. It was a safeguard for the environment and the community health at large. That's why we continue to support impactful projects like this. And I just want to say this is another example of how our county is, doing so many proactive and preventative things on the flood front. SMC was blessed a couple years ago with $122 million from our state to do many, many preventative flooding projects around the county. We could not be more blessed, and the SMC has taken this so seriously, and we're getting the money in 4 different chunks, and we are prepared. We've found projects all over the county, and I'm so proud that we're able to really preserve all of these beautiful communities that we built. And flooding is changing. It's going to be more fierce, and we need to be ready for it. So, and thank you again, Congressman Underwood, Congressman Schakowsky. We're so grateful for all your work in Washington. We can't say enough. It's a fierce fight right now, and we need every dollar we can get, so we really appreciate you. Now, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Joy Corona, the project engineer.
Hi, everybody. I am so incredibly grateful to be part of this moment. As many of our speakers have said, the thanks and the project history, I don't want to repeat them, but the dam is over 100 years old. Thanks to Alicia's foresight, several of the monuments have been preserved. So you can see, behind this bench, the original monument, which identifies and preserves that history dating back to 1924. I'm going to amend Alicia's comment that I've actually been involved in this project for 21 years, not just the 18 years. So it is truly represents the longest project timeline in my career. Work originally began in 2004 when the DNR identified some deficiencies. And over this course of 21 years, the scope of the project has changed, the Township Highway Commissioner has changed, the ownership of the dam has changed. The funding need has changed as this project has been evolved. So there were numerous obstacles and hurdles that the community and the township have persevered for and not given up on, and allowed us to be where we are today. So I am so incredibly grateful to stay up here today and kind of put some closure on this 21-year endeavor that we can see its beauty. As was said, one of the primary obstacles when we got through all those other hurdles was finding that funding. So it's so helpful that Alicia had all these partners and multiple funding sources. It wasn't just the grant, it wasn't just the Township Highway Department, it wasn't just the community. So many people pooled together to make this a success. Many of us were here just over a year ago at the groundbreaking when V3 began lowering the water level and the residents didn't have the lake for the year, but were still, a pleasure for the community in the township through that construction process. The substantial completion, V3 got it done in 4 months, which, although that was the project timeline, it's incredible that they pulled it off with as little hiccups as they did. The final roadway resurfacing just happened a few weeks ago, so you're seeing some beautiful fresh asphalt. And there were certainly a number of times that I did not think I would ever be standing up here today or we would see this through. So I just want to thank Alicia for allowing myself to be part of this and for Black for being part of this. I'd like to introduce Dan Strahan, correct? Yeah. Strand, sorry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dan Trahan. I'm lucky enough to serve as president of our Sylvan Lake Improvement Association during the construction of this new dam. On behalf of the Sylvan Lake community, I wanted to extend our deepest gratitude to Congresswoman Lauren Underwood, Representative Jan Chakowski, Highway Commissioner Alicia Dodd, and the members of the Fremont Township and Lake County Stormwater Management Commission. Your dedication, advocacy, and unwavering support have been instrumental in making the Sylvan Lake Dam reconstruction project a reality. This project has been decades in the making. It has required not only significant time and resources, but also a shared vision and a deep commitment to the safety, sustainability, and beauty of our community. The journey was not without its challenges. There were financial hurdles, regulatory roadblocks, moments of uncertainty, but through it all, the perseverance and collaboration of everyone involved never wavered. This dam is more than just infrastructure. It's the heart of Sylvan Lake. I've often joked that had the project never actually occurred and the dam failed, we wouldn't have a lake. We'd have to rename Sylvan Lake to Sylvan Swamp. But all jokes aside, I truly believe that August Schwerman, who first envisioned this dam over a century ago, would be proud of what it has become. From piling logs on top of each other to adding rocks, eventually the cement spillway, which remarkably lasted 100 years, Mr. Schwerman, I think, laid the foundation for something enduring. Today, as we stand before this beautifully reconstructed dam, we are reminded of what we can be accomplished when communities and leaders come together with purpose and determination. It's a symbol of resilience, partnership, and progress. To everyone who played a role, whether in planning, funding, engineering, or advocating, thank you. Your work not only protected our lake, it has preserved our way of life. Thank you.
All right, I'm the last speaker. So I'm going to shorten my remarks because most of what needed to be said has already been said. I'm the newbie on the project. My name is Sharon Osterby. I'm with Lake County Stormwater Management Commission, and I only joined the team for the last hurdle, which was 4 years. Everybody else did the heavy lifting ahead of me, getting funding from, Congresswoman Underwood's efforts to help us get that community partnership funding was critical. So I guess thanks everybody for being here. I'm not going to tell you about all of the struggles and the challenges. I think we've kind of gone through it, but we did ultimately relocate the vulnerable utilities that were above and below ground and strengthened the infrastructure that's here to withstand future events. I'm very proud to have worked with all of you, and the one thing that was missed today was that none of this would have happened without teamwork. And it's not me and it's not any one person, it's everybody. And this was certainly a large collective effort that shows that governments of all level can work together and achieve something great. But I will say, Alicia, you were really fun to work with. Federal funding program requirements are not always easy to get through, and I know I had a lot of questions that she wasn't sure why she needed to answer them, but she was diligent. She was a great partner and a great champion for this community also. So thank you, Alicia. And I would like to also acknowledge Black Engineering for their efforts in designing and engineering the dam, and for V3 for executing. We couldn't have done it without you. You're a great contractor to work with. It's a beautiful result here, so we really appreciate that. And again, thank you to the community. You guys are patient and understanding. Construction during summer is nothing fun, especially when the heart of your community is a lake that you can't use. So appreciate your patience and your support financially as well. It is remarkable that the Homeowner Improvement Association also contributed significantly. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do is thank FEMA and IEMA. They really were my support and helping champion this the rest of the way. All right. Well, I think we've made it through this, so let's get to the ribbon cutting ceremony and finally officially celebrate our success. Thank you, everybody.